Live after hours, 1:51 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today's date, 10/17/2011. Now, over the weekend, we did a special IBM and how IBM would run up and how it would be a short, but how it would come back and how we could buy the low end down here from the closing price of 186.50 with a good earnings report, everybody. How about that? One of the things, it beat by 6 cents, and the revs were in line, because they were. They did not fall on the revenue side. That's a fact. Fact number 2, they're going to give fiscal 2011 EPS above consensus. So the headline number is a 6-cent beat. Revenues were in line. You got an upside guidance. You've got a currency offset that's in there, but the report wasn't bad. And the thing about it is IBM has a history of selling the good news down because it ran in anticipation. And the actual third quarter, they seen the third quarter revenues were 10.9 billion, an increase of 7%. Let us not forget that there's a 6% adjustment for currency from the 2010 period. Revenues from Europe, Middle East, and Africa were 8.8 billion, up 9%. Now, when you take the up 9%, flat adjusting for currency, though. See that currency. The Asian Pacific revenues increased 10%. It's a 1% adjusting for currency to 6.5 billion. So, as far as I'm concerned, within a challenging recessionary environment, Big Blue delivered quite a good number. And we had limit orders out here ahead of time, did we not, Chuck, at 179.50? Knowing how that short will come down to this area, we do have other limit orders out at 178.50. There will be a conference call. Once again, there isn't anything wrong with the earnings per se. The revenues, the only kink, and it's not a kink when your revenues are in line. And it's not a kink to give a upside guidance to the number. So the software segment, the revenues from the software segment were 5.8 billion. That's an increase of 13%, but there's an 8% adjustment for currency. Software pre-tax income of 2.2 billion was up 12% year over year. So that was up. Revenues from the systems and technology segment totaled 4.5 billion for the quarter, up 4%. Once again, it's a 1% adjusting for currency. So I have all the currency adjustments in there. In the systems and technology pre-tax income was 318 million. That's an increase of 8% year over year. So I don't view the report MMTs. What we're going to do is that we were up at 190.53 on a close. Today's high was 190. We sold it down to 186.59, and now we're printing 179.50. This is where our buying opportunity is on Big Blue.